It has been 4 years since King's Dominion announced the removal of Volcano the Blast Coaster. During the past 4 years, no attraction has taken up its land or been announced to do so. Rumors have been circulating amongst coaster enthusiasts on what will succeed the late headliner attraction and when. There are also hidden clues within the park on the future of the restored Jungle X-Pedition and what the attraction could be. In November 2019, Katy fans discovered a proposal for what looked like a B&M wing coaster to take up Volcano's land. The wing coaster appeared to be a short version of the Heaven's Wing coaster at HB World, and was likely slated to be a 2021 edition. Some of you will say that this doesn't exist and was just made up by online fanboys. Keep in mind that this was merely a proposal with nothing set in stone yet. It was more likely a consideration, an early draft of what could go in the site that happened to be leaked. Additionally, Katy fans themselves weren't happy about the proposed layout, yet they dug it up anyway, so it's not like they're making up things that they think should come to the park. While the accuracy of this proposal isn't certain, Katy fans was 99% sure it was real. In fact, these plans were a few months old prior to their discovery, implying they were formed sometime in the summer of 2019. I do not think these particular plans will resurface and become the final project because part of the layout takes up the location of Arachnidia and Mount Kilimanjaro. Those would have to be removed to make way for that part of the coaster. Since both the Scrambler ride and Mount Kilimanjaro received glow-ups in 2022 for Jungle X-Pedition, I do not see these being taken out anytime soon. Tumbili, across the way, also has seating on the sides of the track like a wing coaster, so it wouldn't make sense to add another coaster with the same seat orientation in that area. Yes, X-Flight and the Joker coexist at Six Flags Great America, but at King's Dominion, the wing coaster would be right across from the free spin. At King's Dominion's 2019 Thrill Fest, hosted by Ace Mid-Atlantic, then General Manager Tony Johnson spoke about the state of the park and answered questions from present enthusiasts. Johnson wasn't able to confirm what exactly would be coming to the park for the next few years, but his answers have great implications about the future.
We made the decision we made, so we've got to look forward. We are not out of the coaster business, okay? Contrary to what some might think of some of the questions I have, you know, we're looking hard at the future. You know, we have some opportunities here, so I just wanted to address that. Well, obviously we're going to keep it as is. We did tear the huts down for opportunity. We have not made a decision about a product. If in long term there's an opportunity, we look at a coaster, that's certainly a site to be considered. It's certainly a site to be considered, so we've got to be conscious of that and that area over there. But yes, you know, if I was at liberty to talk about product beyond 2020, I would, but you know what, things in this business change. We may not know what we're doing tomorrow sometimes, so it does change. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes.
Have you guys ever thought about getting a GCI?
We've had conversations with them. Obviously, our park systems had conversations with them. So anything's on the table. I don't know how many of you guys know Tim Fisher. He's our COO. He knows the business. He knows the product. So he's always bringing ideas to us. So we're excited to have Tim back from Australia and bring the ideas he brings. Yes, sir.
Same kind of question. Have you guys thought about Tacoma? Like, have you guys done like the new Tacoma style?
Again, it's the same conversation. We've got a mini. We had the manufacturers in Charlotte several months ago, and they presented their product. So there is, you know, there's a list of product that's available. So you know, I can't speak on any particular product that King's Dominion might be considered. Obviously, yes, sir.
What about Gerslauer?
Same conversation.
These specific clips highlight important information about the future regarding King's Dominion and the land of Volcano. The park is still looking to add roller coasters, the Volcano site is a prime spot for one, and Cedar Fair had conversations with multiple manufacturers like GCI, Gerslauer, and even Vekoma about future projects. However, these talks with manufacturers may not have been just for King's Dominion, but for the other Cedar Fair parks as well. According to a member on the Park Fans Forum, King's Dominion's general manager, Bridget Bywater, was at a Q&A session in summer of 2022. She reportedly responded to a question about Volcano's replacement, that she had never heard of a ride that was so popular with guests in the way Volcano was. Additionally, it was noted that King's Dominion, in collaboration with Cedar Fair, are working on an attraction that should be a worthy successor to Volcano. This shows that Bywater, the park, and Cedar Fair know about Volcano's legacy, notably the impact it had on guests, and are making it a mission for the successor to live up to that. There are several small details within the Jungle X-Pedition area that, in the context of the future, may signify what else could be coming to the area. The in-universe map of the land at the entrance depicts Volcano's land as a grassy plain, while a map shown in the teaser for Arachnidia shows it to be a rocky surface. The latter also shows Flight of Fear and Intimidator 305. While this could be just a drawing of KD's view from the sky as Racer 75's turnaround is shown, cropping it to a smaller size would still contain the Jungle X-Pedition 2022 editions. It makes us wonder why they decided to show this whole view. Meanwhile, the Flat Rock landmark has symbols of different temples around it, but it also has phases of the moon adorning the outer rim and the maze-like pattern filling the middle. There are two temples also noted on the main map, one representing a hawk and the other a big cat, that are not currently represented by any attraction in the area. Looking at this information, there's a possibility that the successor attraction for Volcano may not actually be themed to one of the temples, because with it being a worthy successor as indicated, it may have its own theme to stand out from the other attractions. Maybe it could be themed as the Way Foundation's ultimate discovery in the jungle, perhaps tying the lore of the temples together. I personally predict that the project succeeding Volcano will be two rides. This would include a Gerstlauer Sky Roller or some other major ride representing the Hawk Temple, and an Infinity Coaster as the big draw, the ultimate discovery of Jungle X-Pedition. Infinity coasters don't tend to be too expensive, as indicated by Knott's hang time to be under $15 million, and can be a success with both enthusiasts and the general public. If it uses a tall vertical lift hill and drop, it could bring back the visual spectacle that Volcano once had. Like Volcano, it would tower over the plaza as guests walk in under the former Volcano archway. Most importantly, in light of living up to Volcano's unique legacy, Infinity coasters are versatile. Every one built has a distinct and dynamic layout, offering varying elements including vertical lifts, launches, and other trick features. They are known for packing substantial layouts in small spaces, which could work for Volcano's land if a sky roller were also to be included. If budget permits, King's Dominion could even take things a step further and use a launch to start off the first half of the layout and a vertical lift hill with a holding brake atop a 100-degree drop to kick off the second half. In fact, Infinity Coaster trains can still have lap bars with both a launch and lift hill included. The grooves underneath the trains that engage LSMs are the same ones that engage the anti-rollback magnets on the lift. This overall project, with a sky roller adding another flat ride to the area, would fit in with Cedar Fair's focus on the guest experience. They have recently geared towards area refurbishments and smaller attractions for everyone rather than giant multi-million-dollar standalone attractions. I personally don't believe that a B&M wing coaster will happen, contrary to what many have been saying. A large and substantial layout would be tough to fit in the space, and it would probably have to be around the size of X-Flight. Would that really be the right caliber to live up to Volcano's legacy? Moreover, B&M wings can be very expensive depending on their size, and I doubt Cedar Fair will be investing $20 million or more in King's Dominion for this project. A launched B&M wing also may not work, at least not the one enthusiasts are hoping for, because Thunderbird at Holiday World costs $22 million. Don't forget what I previously said about Tumbili right across the plaza. I don't understand why people still believe this model will be the successor to Volcano just because there isn't one at Busch Gardens, even after a proposal for one apparently got shelved. Additionally, this isn't about competition with Busch Gardens Williamsburg. This is about succeeding a fallen attraction that was the most popular one in King's Dominion and stood out among many parks. If a B&M wing coaster does end up happening and it has a good layout that satisfies everybody, then I'd be all for it. In regards to the rest of Jungle X-Pedition, Backlot Stunt Coaster would receive a makeover to represent the Cat Temple. The cars would be rethemed to safari jeeps that take guests through the temple grounds. Anaconda would receive a thematic refresh to represent the Snake Temple, including the caliber of theming that was put on Tumbili, Reptilian, and Arachnidia. Meanwhile, the area with Flight of Fear and Intimidator 305 would be rethemed to a scientific research base in the jungle. Flight of Fear becomes a scientific laboratory / military building themed attraction, with the building repainted in Goa green. A mountain or foliage facade would further prevent the building from being an eyesore to the rest of Jungle X-Pedition. Intimidator 305 becomes a mountain expedition themed coaster, perhaps named X-Timidator 305. This retheme would be similar to Area 72 at Kings Island, but with a jungle overlay for cohesiveness. I predict that the Gerstlauer Sky Roller and rethemes for Backlot, Flight of Fear, and I-305 would happen in 2024, the 50th anniversary of King's Dominion's first previews. The Infinity Coaster I think will come in 2025, King's Dominion's 50th anniversary of opening. In most recent news, tire marks, bird tracks, and paw prints were found on the pathways. My guess is these all relate to a potential backlot makeover and the two missing temples. The paw prints were the most recent find. Now for the really big news, Katy fanatics claim to have seen people with land surveying equipment in the site previously occupied by Volcano and the Lost World. While there aren't any photos confirming this, since they spotted the scene from Reptilian's lift hill, this tells us it's only a matter of time. That will do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more content, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.